So, thank you again for being part of my channel and jumping on. And this is, as always, a pleasure to be of service. Thank you for liking and commenting, and just really grateful, like I've said before, for the support and the love, and for those who've donated to this channel and to my work. And just, it spurs me on. And, like I said before, what you put out is what you get back. And I really want to offer quality material to support you with your evolution and where you are. And so I just want to thank you for this next video, and really an important one, I feel. And we're going to touch upon um, detrimental thought forms and self-worth, and really look at, it's important to know the quality of your thought forms, because as we know, thoughts become things, and this is the act of creation and how things are formed and created, and things are thought and then brought into reality through the different layers of reality. But there's no doubt thoughts become things, so we really have to weed out those detrimental thoughts, and we're constantly creating these thought forms, and these thought forms crystallize. And obviously, if we have negative thought forms or detrimental thought forms about self or about others, it can be an issue. Um, and to note, the negative and detrimental ones actually use up our etheric energy as well, and can drain us of our energy. These really can, are palpable and noticeable that they're draining our energy, these negative thought forms, and we go into resonance with this energy, and we're most likely going to attract more of these thought forms when we go into resonance. These negative thought forms can be, lodged in buildings and places that we can pick those up. There are also, many different thought forms out there, and obviously, when we're creating thought and emotions, as we come together collectively, we start to create energy and informational structures around these thought forms, and the morphic fields, Rupert Sheldrake's theory, but also a more of a medieval aspect is egregores. So we're always coming together, creating energy. So we have to be mindful about these detrimental thought forms, but we're obviously creating more neutral thought forms and more positive thought forms, love, and just all those thought forms that we want to bring up to the surface. Obviously, thought forms, you know, are more lodged in the deeper subconscious. Obviously, this is what I wanted to bring to awareness today, and help you with whatever these detrimental thought forms may be. And because we're going to look at the self first, and then we'll take it externally. And it could be hatred towards self, dislike, despair, fear, doubt, all the negative connotations, depression, addictive thought forms, that are compounding, that over time, they build energy. And we're going to use the holy fire to incinerate. We're going to invoke some beings and energies, but we're going to incinerate these thought forms, because we want to keep clearing them out, and it won't be that you just do it once. We're constantly creating thought forms, and as we know, over time these compounds. And like I've said before, if it's draining you of your energy, and also what you put out is what you get back. As said, thoughts are like boomerangs. You go into resonance with more negative thought forms if you're putting out negativity, and you're going to attract that. And that's the nature of this reflective universe. So really, we want to keep on top of, clearing out our inner garden and our etheric body, and that kind of an auric field, in a sense, of these thought forms that are everywhere as we move around the world. Um, you, you may experience in different thought forms and different feelings that come into your sphere of influence. And so, to note, it's worth obviously becoming aware of these things, but then working with them. So I'm going to really look at the detrimental thought forms around self, and I wanted to share some as well. Obviously, we're going to use the fire to incinerate, burn and cleanse, the holy fire to do this. So it's going to be divinely guided with your spirit guides and what's here. But you will have to maybe do a little bit of inner work to track, to feel in and around your body, because the detrimental thought forms to the self and self-worth are a big one, because it's all about frequency and what you put out is what you get back. For someone who's dealt and had the direct experience with body dysmorphia and the dislike of self and these thought forms that accumulate, it just ends up mirroring back into the world, and all these distortions that we have about the self then play out in external reality. And and this internal energy that we build about these negative thought forms can cause us, and can be detrimental, can be life threatening. And we're working with the energy of the thought forms, but ultimately we have parts in our system that create these thought forms. So that's even deeper work, where we have to look at our own parts that are projecting these thought forms. But we can work with the energy of clearing these thought forms, the repetition, the feedback loops that we create, and that what we put out is what we get back on a deeper subconscious. Obviously, you might be conscious of these, and what we're going to do a general clearing of the detrimental thought forms, and clearing around maybe some specific ones that really come up for you. And this is a timeless quantum space, so I'll ask for the energy and information to come to you, so you will kind of gather that information. And we'll working with light language, cosmic energy, working with the divine fire and some holographic techniques and tools, so you can that you can release this. But as I've said, like all things, it's a healing spiral, and the kind of like the metaphor for this, it's like a hydra. You can keep cutting the heads off, but it keeps growing back. And this is like thought forms, it keeps coming up. It's like pulling the weeds out. You've got to keep doing this, de-weeding your garden because of your mind, because ultimately these thought forms drain you of energy and distort your reality and bring things to you that you don't want, because on a deeper subconscious level, those are the things that you're thinking. So I'm going to do what I can in this session to assist you with that. Obviously, you're here, you're in resonance with detrimental thought forms, and thought forms about self-worth, because it's all about frequency and what we're emitting into the world. And I really want to help you create this better world, the new earth and new systems, and being in your power, and aligning yourself with your heart and mind coherence. I'm gonna really bring you into more of that as we grow and expand together. So I just want to thank you for being in this space. So I invite you, as I've said, we're gonna go over it again. Is first, it's self-worth, thought forms around self-worth that are detrimental to you, and then we may look at maybe there's an event or a person that you have detrimental thought forms towards, and then we'll move towards that. We'll do a general clearing, but it's in your sphere. It's in your what's coming up in your mental and emotional body, and any detrimental thought forms that you may have picked up as well. We'll clear those. So it's just a general spiritual hygiene session for yourself. So I want to invite you, as always. Welcome to this holographic healing space. You are in a safe container. All parts are welcome here. I invite you to just close your eyes and go inside. Know that it's okay to be here. And I invite you to just drop into yourself, into your center. Just take a nice deep breath in. A nice deep breath out. I want you to just make an anchor to the earth. Put your awareness in your root chakra and run the energy down into the earth. Move your awareness down into the earth, through the rocks and the dirt and the rubble. But just imagine a pipe or roots or a pillar of light that runs into the earth, and just intend to connect to Mother Earth, because she can assist to release some of these thought forms as well. Just just your consciousness alone, intend to connect. Feel strong and supported like a mountain. I want you to bring your energy back up the base of your spine, and I want you to run the energy up and out through the top of your head, run it from the base of your spine up and out through the top of your head, aligning you to your infinite self, aligning you to your center, aligning you to being balanced, secure, connected, calm in this space, so you can work efficiently and effectively. And together we're doing this, just really aligning to your center. And I just want you to just drop into your heart. If you want to imagine in your mind's eye that you're pressing a button, a smaller version of you. He's pressing a button that you press the button to the elevator, and the elevator turns up, and you walk into that elevator, and then you imagine that smaller version of you then just drops down from your mind's eye down through your face and your throat, down into your heart space. And when you get to your heart, you imagine the doors opening and you step out and you're in your heart space. It's a vast space, a space of completion where you're whole and complete. So just drop into your heart and know that you're in a safe container. And I want you to, we're going to explore this now. We're going to pick up the energy, the patterns. Just think about or feel about what detrimental thought forms that maybe you're dealing with around the self, around your self-worth, around your self-love. You know, what's impeding your self-love? What do you think about yourself? What do you feel about yourself? And I want you to I'm just asking for all the energy and information, known and unknown, to be brought into this space around detrimental thought forms. I'm just going to bring in some energies to start to balance and center you. If you're in this space now, the energies are coming in now to balance and center you. Just your system, so you can be calm and work from this space. I want you to maybe think about now, feel in or around your body. So track, maybe connect with your body and just think about what do you tell yourself. Maybe there's some anger towards the self, hatred, despair, dislike, doubt, fear, depression. Just think about now, just feeling in or around your body, and what specifically is in or around your body. Just track it. You might get a feeling or a texture, maybe a colour or a sensation of where you're feeling it. It could be, outside of your body, your etheric body, an astral body, mental and emotional. Just think about, feel into what thoughts, what thought forms are here. So I'm just going to start to, once you've found that now, and then we're going to really work, just acknowledge it, the energy of it. And because I'm going to be doing an overall general clear out of all these different thought forms for the group, you most likely, if one you can't track right now, we will work with it. So I'm going to start to bring in some more frequencies now to work on your mental and emotional body, to work around detrimental thought forms and astral fragments. Started to clear these out now as well through frequency. We're also now just feel into the one that you maybe have tracked, that you've picked up. I'm going to invoke the holy fire to incinerate Archangel Michael as well, to really burn away and cleanse. Right, that now. Just working on that one that you've tracked now. Disentangling from it as well. Disentangling from my matter, space, time, energy, information. We're just going to just do a clear out here of the subconscious. To incinerate the thought form of anger. Releasing that now. Just working with the thought form of despair here. Just working on your mental and emotional body as well. It's going to bring in some of the dragon energy now. Silver black dragon. To work on any detrimental thought forms, negative space one influences, anything that you've picked up in your subtle bodies, your 7 subtle bodies, thought forms, astral fragments, connected to any egregores or detrimental forces. Really want to clear up your energy in these times. Just taking a nice deep breath in, you're doing really well. Just acknowledging where you are. Just working on any thought forms of depression here. Maybe this hatred towards the self here. Maybe if things are you're correlating with what I'm saying, maybe find them in your body. If not, we're just doing a general clearing. Doing some clearing here. Just bringing you into a more optimal dimension. Dimension 1. Just asking the dragon energy to clear and cleanse and energize your 7 subtle bodies, very detrimental thought forms, astral shards, connections to any energy and information structures that are detrimental to you, anything that's influencing you, in your mind and emotions, and just removing any hatred here as well. Any patterns of addiction that's, maybe your heart needs more healing. Any patterns of addiction or thought forms of addiction here. And really we're creating fertile ground here. We're just putting these energies into the unconscious, and we're doing some clearing to really let go. If there's things that maybe aren't conscious, but you feel things are shifting, and know that this are obviously more subconscious thought forms. Any thought forms of fear right now, I'm going to work on the fear. Just really bringing in that divine fire. When you may feel heat, any doubt about what your ability to be in your power, to love yourself, or whatever it's anything you're trying to, any doubt, maybe it's something you want to create and not creating it yet, Just really going to incinerate these thought forms of doubt. Keys that are in hands we are the current net as just really working with the energy and clearing the space collectively. Keys that are and just breathe. Just ask the earth to take any energies not relevant for you here and now. Just still working. Still working on your astral body, your mental and emotional planes. Just bring in some more frequencies now. Still working with you, just clearing. And it starts to feel clearer for me. Just disentangle you from any detrimental thought forms, collective thought forms, egregores, kids that are from astral shards, collect crystallized thought forms, and any attachments. Please bring all the energy information known and unknown into your systems, past, present, future, parallel, for you to let go of these thought forms, to heal the root cause. Just bring in all that energy and information now. Bring all that energy and information into your system now. You're doing really well, kids. Just keep breathing, just breathing it down into the floor. Just letting go, kids. Just clearing up these thought forms around yourself. Just any thought forms of any lack of self-love. Incinerate those kids. Obviously your life has burdened you. Keep on letting go, keep clearing, and create the reality that you do want. Not the reality that you don't. And through your unconscious, subconscious programming, you always get what you don't want, because that's what you're focused on. That's what energizes. And like a mirror, like a boomerang, it comes back to you. Keep on clearing, just clearing out your etheric body, helping you release and clearing the mind field of all this stuff, all this junk. It's not a one-hit wonder here. You have to be on top of this. Know that you're doing really well. Still working with these frequencies, the dagger frequency, you're working on into the emotion, intergalactic, the cosmic, the Octurians are working with you as well. I'm just going to bring in some dragon energy now as well. just burning away with the dragons. Shuko sarri shatoko. Shina santi shato socorrese. Inasata hishina hizia shuto kiasatiato. Isin suhatakan sati insia torado. Isi shurasata hayo. Inokorratakan santia tartahantia. Just really bringing that energy in. Just asking the energies to move out of your system, to breathe down and move down into the earth. Starting to feel so much clearer now in this timeless space that if you're in here, your higher self signed you up to be here to clear and cleanse. You know, just clearing and cleansing from this holographic healing space and just breathing down into the earth. Whew. So really going to look at if there's any, if maybe you have, maybe there's some anger that you're holding on to other people, maybe, or it's an event that you may be doing or something like that. Choose either an event or a place or people that maybe have some anger towards, because you really want to kind of clear this out. It's going to be, we'll first work on fear. Is there maybe fear around certain groups of people? We're going to take this out to the external. Maybe you're fearful, your own fear that's being projected out into the collective. We're going to work on that now, so you can clear up what you're sending out. We're just going to work with this fear thought forms around specific people or the collective. Just clearing that out. Maybe there's some anger around people or places that you're projecting towards. Okay, the establishment, the government. You're just feeding the energy of that. Your hatred towards it or anger. You're feeding into that. So I'm just going to really work on any anger. Releasing that now. Maybe there's some hatred here as well. We're going to clear that, and that should feel so much better. Any forms of hatred here. We're just clearing these out now. And by eliminating these negative elementals of fear, hatred and anger around these people or this event, what left to come through, a more loving, calm, peaceful, more of your divine nature allows to be brought forward into this world at this time, clearing the pain of the window of your mind here. As you do this, as you clear out, your life will flow more as you let go of what It doesn't serve you anymore as you clear this out as you are. I'm just going to bring in some grounding energies. Bringing in some Karuna grounding energies. I'm going to bring in Merlin as well. Merlin to ground the group. It's really grounding the energies in. It's grounding you. Just asking for anything to be dispersed, to be released around these thought forms. Just asking for some integration to be run. Integrate your systems and balance your systems. I'm just working with some fire to just burn and incinerate anything. Just imagine the flame around you just burns anything away as well. Just bringing in that flame, that holy fire that fills up your room, fills up your subtle bodies, your cells, fills up the space, your environment. Imagine this fire coming in, this divine fire that starts to burn away all these thought forms in your vicinity, in your world sphere. You start to call upon that divine fire. If you want to see a fire, to start to expand that fire out from your heart, your cells, burning away anything in your room, your house, your immediate environment, your city, to see that energy burning outwards, clearing, cleansing any detrimental thought forms and energies. Come back to your centre, come back to yourself, just ground again, connect to the earth. Just give thanks and gratitude to all the energies that work with us to support us at this time. And just know that it's okay. Anything that may be coming up and still releasing, allow it to. If you feel like you could benefit from going over this transmission again, then do so. It's timeless. Every time there will be something brought up to be cleared. Know that it's a safe container. And know that by doing this work, you're a direct mirror. You're part of the collective. We're all parts of each other, and by doing this, you're clearing and cleansing and assisting humanity at this time. So I just want to thank you. And just when you're ready, let's take some nice deep breaths. Coming back to your place, your room, your centre. Calm, connected, grateful, in the present, here and now, functional, with a clearer mind. And just really come back into this room. I just want to thank you for being on this experience with me again, this journey. It's what I love to do, to be of service. And, I'm just very grateful for the love and support that continues. And I really want to thank you all again. And obviously, if you feel like you would like to benefit from the teachings and some of the courses that I offer, I really can share how to do this, to work with thought forms, to work with energy intuitively and holographically, and how to create a safe container, and teach you a toolkit for life and how to create your reality, to really empower yourself, to be intuitive, because there's nothing outside of you. You have this technology already. You just got to remember how to do it. If you really resonate with this work and would like to go on a journey, and like I say, be a part of this course that's coming in on the 20th of August, holographic intuitive healing level 1, and I'm so grateful to have you on that. The link will be in the bottom of the video. Obviously, share this video if you feel it will benefit other people. And like I said, if you want to go deeper with these teachings and the information, and be part of a mystery school and a growing community, doing collective work and in a safe container with some of the cutting edge tools on this planet right now, in my opinion, in my reality, then it'd be a pleasure to have you along with that journey. If it's soul resonance and you feel it deep in your soul, then reach out to me and we can discuss that more. But I just want to thank you again for being here and receiving, and for doing this work to assist humanity, to assist the evolution of consciousness. So on that note, I'm so grateful, and I will let you be, let you go. As always, a pleasure. And yeah, thank you for being awesome. Take care and enjoy your day, and speak to you soon. Thank you, thank you, thank you.